What's up everyone, and a special shout out to all the Pangya watching today. I'm JonFawkes, here to introduce Wiz City, the 17th course to appear in Pangya. I have to say, this is one of the prettiest courses I've ever seen. Now, I'll be quickly going over some of the new things that have been added for Wiz City, as well as a couple of shortcuts that you can take while playing the course. Now, the first thing you might notice is that there are portals or bumpers or whatever you want to call them. These aren't exactly new to the game. They appear on several courses like Shining Sand and Lost Seaway, and a couple of others I can't remember right now. They work the same way as they do on the other courses. If your ball goes into them, it'll get a nice boost and will give you a couple extra yards. I also want to take this time to note that the overdrive bonus has been removed for Wiz City, so there's not really a lot of point in trying to use it to harvest Pong or whatever. It's really just to try to help your ball get closer to the green, which, you know, is always a good thing. Most of this video will be me explaining where the bumpers are and how to use them effectively. Next is the Magic Carpet, which is something completely new. It's a special surface where when you land on it, your ball will bounce like no other and it'll play a happy little tune. It's really quite nice. Normally on these carpets you'll find a lot of items scattered around. Namely those large Pong coins and those spinning boxes. I'll explain more about the spinning boxes at the end of the video. But onto the coins. Now, those giant coins kind of make up for the lack of overdrive bonus. You basically earn extra Pong by collecting them, and you can collect them on Magic Carpets by hitting them, or for the most part they'll appear near the green, and you just have to have your ball roll near it, as you can see in the video. To start off, the first bumpers are on hole 4, and they're pretty hard to miss. They're right in front of you. With 25 power, that's a 250 drive with a 1 wood. You can hit the portal with a 3 wood, and that should make it very close to the green. Hopefully you don't land in the bunker like I do. Next up on hole 5, if you aim just a little bit to the left on your tee shot, you should see the bumpers, and you should be able to hit it with a 2 wood. Now you want to be careful because there are a couple of obstacles that can really mess you up, but I hit it with a 2 wood and a 25 power, and it made it close to the green. I hit the bunker again, but hopefully you don't. Now on hole 7, this one isn't that obvious. At the tee, you have to aim very far to the left, and there are some bumpers there, over some water. This one's a little bit of a risky shot, but you should be able to make it alright if you hit it with a 3 wood, like I did. I did a power front spin in this video, but the safer thing to do would have been to do a power back spin. Just in case you overshoot the portal, you can land on that island without landing in the water and causing yourself a penalty. On hole 9, aiming again left on the tee shot, you'll see the bumpers. They're really high up, so you really want to use an iron for this. I find a 2 iron works, and irons don't depend on power, so anybody should be able to do this. And as you can see, I make it to the green just fine. Hole 11 is a bit of the same deal. There are some bumpers just a little bit to the left, and they're a little high up and a little far out there, so you want to use an iron to hit them. As you'll see in a bit, I was able to hit it with the 2 iron, the 3 iron, and the 4 iron without landing in any out of bounds or water. So it's a pretty easy shot to make if you know what you're doing. Hole 13 is an extremely tricky one. You want to shoot with a 3 wood so that you get the height that you need, and you want to curve it a little to the left. If you got some of the new spectacles that came out in the recent Papel shop, those might help quite a bit. Maybe add a little bit of backspin if you want to ensure that you land on the green. Now on hole 14, unless you're trying to harvest those spinning boxes, you want to ignore the magic carpet and aim to the right with a 3-wood, aiming at that portal. If you hit with close to full power, you should be able to make it and get close to the green. Hole 15 is one of those very risky shots, and this one is very easy to mess up, so be very careful here. The portal is very low, but very far out, so you should be able to make it with either a 1-wood shot or a 2-wood shot. I use the 2-wood, which barely makes it. You might also want to do a forward front power spin if you can, because then if it lands in the water, it has a chance of bouncing out and still making it onto the fairway. And that's it for the shortcuts. Now, for the spinning boxes, you will find them in your items and your passive items. And you can open them with the fortune keys, which I'll show you here in a bit, you can find in the shop, also under passive items. That's it for now. Thanks for watching everyone, and see you on the greens of Wiz City.